Supported myself since I was 15, never took a cent from my family, bought my own house at 25, and my parents sued me for ruining my brother's chances. The first time I saw my parents walk into that courtroom, I didn't recognize them. They looked smaller, angrier, desperate. Maybe that's what greed does to people. It shrinks them from the inside out. My lawyer leaned in, whispering, "They're claiming emotional damages." I almost laughed. Emotional damages? From my success? I'd built everything I had with my own hands. 15-hour days, double shifts, empty plates, unpaid sleep. While my brother slept through his 20s, I was already paying taxes and rent. Still, they called me ungrateful. I left home at 15, not because I hated them, but because I couldn't breathe there. My father used to say, "Family helps family." But what he meant was, you'll help your brother, and no one will help you. I paid my own tuition, worked at a garage by day, stocked shelves by night. No gifts, no loans. When I turned 25, I bought my first house, a small, quiet one bedroom on the outskirts of town. No one congratulated me. Instead, my mother said, "You should have bought something with space for your brother." That was the moment I realized they didn't see me as family. They saw me as a resource. The betrayal started small. My brother began showing up uninvited, asking for temporary loans. Then came the business idea, a fake investment pitch that fell apart when I asked for documents. He got offended. My parents called me selfish. 2 months later, I found out he'd used my name to secure a car loan. I discovered it when the bank called me for missed payments. That's when I stopped reacting. I didn't shout, didn't accuse, I simply took notes. When you've been underestimated your entire life, revenge doesn't look like violence, it looks like precision. First, I froze my credit reports, locked down every financial account, every document, every asset. Then, quietly, I began collecting records, loan applications, fake signatures, call recordings, even my parents' text messages pressuring me to help your brother out. A month later, I reported identity fraud. The police traced the loan application's IP address back to my parents' home. My brother's fingerprints sealed the case. I didn't gloat, I didn't warn them, I just let the system do what it was built to do. Then came the lawsuit. They claimed I'd humiliated them, that my actions destroyed family trust. The irony nearly made me smile. I showed up to court alone. My brother, of course, came in wearing the suit I'd bought him for his graduation, a degree he never earned. He looked at me like I owed him something. My father refused to meet my eyes. My mother cried on cue. The judge asked if I wanted to settle. I said no, calmly, politely, almost kindly. Then I handed over my evidence. Every forged document, every text message, every false promise. I watched the color drain from their faces as the truth unfolded piece by piece. By the end of it, their lawyer couldn't even look at them. The verdict came in my favor. The court ordered them to pay damages for identity theft and defamation. My brother got probation and a criminal record. My parents lost the right to contact me for financial matters ever again. When it was over, they tried to speak to me outside. My mother's voice broke. "We're family. You can't just walk away." I looked at her and said, "I did, 10 years ago. You just didn't notice." Then I turned and left. That night, I went home to my quiet, empty house, the same one they said wasn't big enough for a family. I poured myself a drink, sat on the floor, and listened to the silence. It didn't feel lonely. It felt earned. For the first time in my life, no one could take anything from me. People ask if I feel guilty. The truth? No. I didn't destroy my family. I just stopped being their supply line. They taught me the value of independence by denying me support. They taught me control by betraying my trust. And in the end, they taught me revenge doesn't need to be loud. It just needs to be lawful. Now, when I drive past their neighborhood, I don't feel hate, just distance. The kind you can measure in miles or years of silence. Sometimes I think about the 15-year-old version of me, counting coins, dreaming of a room of his own. He'd be proud of what I did, not because I won, but because I refused to be small. And that was the real revenge.